learn now the meaning of microorganism and where it is present. So in that one more group I said an exceptional group called viruses. So they are also microbes but they are not comes under the four major groups of microorganism. The reason is they reproduce in the host cell. So where it will attack. For example, so if a patient of COVID-19 at present, so sneeze or coughs, so in that thousands of viruses will attack others' body, and in that body when it will fix, in that it will share its DNA, and then so these viruses will show the effect in that person. So that's why viruses will reproduce in the host cell, H-O-S-T, host cell. So that's why viruses are different from all the four major groups of microorganisms. Until it will not affect any body, so it will not show its character, that is called alive. Next one. So when we are studying microorganism chapters, we must keep in your mind. So 5 or 6 points as a beneficial one and harmful microorganism. If you study, so it's well and good. The first one, friendly microorganism. I have written here, friendly microorganism and harmful microorganism. So we'll learn together one beside another. Microorganisms are used in, as I said, so we can find in a pond water, lake water, fresh water, marine, etc. So these microorganisms are used in where it is will be used. For example, in your examination, so the question is like this. So write any 4 or 5 beneficial microorganism. So maybe it is used as a commercial purpose, maybe it is used as a medicinal, maybe it is used for the increase of the soil fertility or environment friendly. Write according to your thought and justify. This is the question. Main question. It's very important question. So what is the question? Write 4 or 5 beneficial microorganism. Why microorganisms are used and where it is used. So first one, preparation of curd, bread and cake. Only this much? No. So still many more it is there, but we are studying only according to a textbook now. Curd preparation. Maybe in your 7th standard only you have studied. So the milk will turn into a curd. So how it is possible? Milk is a liquid form. When it will convert into a curd, that is called semi-solid form. So here semi-solid, a thick format. The curd, when you will add lactobacillus bacteria will convert milk into curd. Maybe you have observed in your kitchen. So mother is preparing the curd using milk. So when you add a little amount of a teaspoon of curd to a lukewarm milk. So whether if I add to a cold milk, whether it is possible to get a curd, or whether if I add a little curd to an hot milk, whether it is possible. So there are 3 conditions that I will show with the video. The curd is preparing, the curd requires a certain temperature, that is called milk or maybe lukewarm milk. So if you add a little curd, so that entire will change into a curd as a semi-solid form. The curd, so that is nothing but a bacteria called lactobacillus. It is very essential. So it acts like an antibody also, antibiotic. So curd, the preparation of the curd requires a bacteria called lactobacillus. It is a microorganism. Preparation of bread. So everyone will like the fluffy bread, fluffy idli, dosa, etc. While preparing idli, dosa, maybe you observed in your kitchen or maybe in bakery, etc. So for the flour, or maybe wheat flour or the whole flour, that is called the maida. So they mix with the structure, with the microorganism that is called yeast. Yeast is a tiny microorganism, so it will divide very fast. It will give birth to its young one very fast. So when you will mix with the in your textbook there is an activity. Take a little flour, add little amount of yeast mixed with the sugar. Why we are adding sugar and yeast with water? Together you are keeping one side, then your mother will add to that, and within 8 hours, so it was duck. Whatever you have prepared with the flour and all this mix, so it will rise in the format. So that is called fermentation. So fermentation requires 8 or 6 hours. So how it will get a fluffy bread, cake, etc. Delicious cake consists of a fluffy nature because of an microorganism. It is called yeast. Without yeast, so maybe you get the fluffy, but it's not fluffy like so bread or a cake. So you require a microorganism is called yeast cell. That is a 2. Lactobacillus convert milk into curd. Here it is. So yeast will convert entire dough into a fluffy. That is in preparation of bread and cake. Next one. Microorganisms are used in the production of alcohol. So take a little water. So all these we are conducting in our practical classes. How to prepare alcohol, wine and vinegar. So take a little amount of warm water or the lukewarm water. Add little teaspoon of yeast. You will get a synthetic yeast in the bakery or any grocery shop. So it will be in the, for example, a small structures of yeast you will get granules. So you have to add 1 teaspoon of yeast granules to a lukewarm water, sugar and keep for a few hours. After a few hours, so if you mix thoroughly, so you get a smell. That smell is nothing but so that changed, the total sugar solution is changed into a format of alcohol. So that's why yeast will be used in also the preparation of alcohol, wine and vinegar, that is acetic acid. So we are using in our food preparation vinegar as a preservative. So all these also will be used by, that is a microorganism called yeast, preparation of alcohol. So in your textbook given, Louis Pasteur invented process called fermentation. What is fermentation? The conversion of sugar solution into an alcohol is called fermentation. So in this process, what you are adding yeast cell, how it will come, how the rise in the dough. So that is nothing because of a fermentation process where, so if you add yeast with the sugar, so they will respire and the breaking of the pyruvate into different format. So that is called ethanol. So they release carbon dioxide. So that's why we are using in preparation of alcohol, wine and vinegar. Next one, medicines. So as I said in the first topic, penicillium is an used penicillin injection. So maximum Edward Jenner, the scientist, invented many medicines for smallpox, etc. So different type of disease will be cured by medicines. That medicines will be prepared by microorganisms. We will study in detail which are the medicines we are using. Next, rhizobium. Whether the microorganism is beneficial to an atmosphere, yet it is to the soil. So when rhizobium bacteria is present, so this is called the rhizobium bacteria. When it will present, it will give atmospheric nitrogen into a nitrogen. It will fix atmospheric nitrogen. So especially it gives the nitrogen to the soil, to the plant. So that's why it is helpful. Rhizobium is a bacteria. Bacteria is nothing but microorganism. Next one, environment friendly, justified. All majority of bacteria will eat dead and decomposed animals. So they decompose dead plants and animals. They convert into a good manure and good nutrient in the form of inorganic salt to the earth surface or to the soil. So that's why they are called environment friendly. All these are. So while studying medicines, in your textbook given what is antibiotic, antibody. So antibiotic means, so it is then prepared with the microorganisms to fight against the disease in our body. So stepwise it will kill and microorganisms, especially harmful microorganisms present in our body. So in our body also there are structures called antibodies that fight against diseases in our body also as an invader. So these are all the main microorganisms which are very essential in nature. So preparation of curd, red cake, production of alcohol, wine and vinegar. It is also used in medicines. Rhizobium helpful to fix atmospheric nitrogen, decompose dead plants and animals. These are the beneficial microorganisms. Next we are studying harmful microorganisms. So the microorganism which will affect an organism is called pathogens. Pathogens are an organisms, microorganism which is very harmful to human body and also all the organisms. First one, so it will spoil the food. When you keep the food in open air, so without closing the lid, that's why we are always informing. So close the lid, whatever cook the food, so especially it will spoil the food, clothing and leather. So during rainy season maximum there is an attack of fungus and also bacteria it will turn. So food is always to intake to utilize into our body as a nutrient, but sometimes food will be as a food poisoning. Whether it is possible, food is a poison, two words similar. So food poisoning is nothing but, so when the microorganisms will grow on the food, so that food if we intake, so it will affect our body. That is nothing but food poisoning. Spoil the food, clothing and the leather. So next, few bacteria will cause in our body called cholera, COVID-19 at present, a virus, coronavirus will affect the body. Still now, it is no medicines for the COVID-19. Yet to find out the medicine for COVID-19 coronavirus. A threatening disease, malaria is caused by the protozoa like Paramecium, Euglena, etc. Next, animals. So especially in animals, there are on the foot there will be such growth of the structure, especially on the cow, etc. Anthrax. It is a dangerous disease that is in the animals. Plant. So maybe in all the plants, the growth of the fungus will kill the plant. So that's why it will affect animals, plant and also human being in a different way. So these are the harmful bacteria and viruses what we have studied now. That is a friendly microorganism and harmful microorganisms. So we have completed already the first lesson, that is called crop production and management. Let us study one more lesson, that is the second lesson in biology, that is microorganisms, friend and foe. As we know, friend and foe, the meaning is friend and enemy. Microorganisms, the word microorganisms. So we know that in the earth surface there are two divisions or the two components. One is called biotic. Biotic means where we can say it is a living being. Biotic and abiotic. Abiotic means soil, water, wind, etc. So in that there is no living structures or characteristics. That's why we are dividing, we are categorizing two groups, biotic and abiotic. So still now we have studied in the crop production and management. There are different types of crops that is also living. Crop plants are also living organisms and small organisms like some few bacteria etc. They are also an organisms. We have studied, we know that the plants, animals, everything grew. So where we can see through our aided eye. But some organism, so today we are going to study microorganism. The word micro, extremely small organisms, that is living beings. So we know that we learned already in our 6th and 7th classes. So that is plant and animal. It is a different group but it is comes under living organisms. Including that, still any organisms are there? Yes, it is. So that organism is nothing but microorganism. Micro means microscopic structure and micro means extremely small, which we cannot see through our unaided eye. So that is, so we can't see through our unaided eye. So it requires some specific equipments or the instrument to study or to observe other organisms. Now, micro, extremely small organisms, living organisms. In this chapter, so we are studying a wonderful organisms, a primitive organism, that is also what we cannot see through our unaided eye. We are observing through microscope, and some practical classes we are conducting in our regular classes, and then some activity I will show through the microscope. So now, microorganisms, extremely small or microscopic in structure and living organisms. So it is categorized. Before that, if we want to study the 4 groups, before that let us study which instrument we are using to observe the microorganisms. So which instrument already you have studied maybe or maybe yet to study. So there is an instrument called microscope. So this is an instrument called microscope. So the first, the cell is observed by a scientist called Robert Hooke in the year 1665. So he observed with a primitive microscope. Now we are using compound microscope. So these instruments, so I have drawn the diagram here. The instrument consists of a base, arm, coarse adjustment, eye is body tube, objective lens, stage, mirror. These are the major parts. The instrument whichever used for the observation of microorganism is called microscope. For example, this is the base of a microscope. The mirror, convex and concave mirror is present. So if we rotate, so to focus the light, so always the light should focus on the mirror and on the stage. So there is a glass, the 2 or 3 lens will be there. So here we are using mainly 10x lens. So 10x and 40x etc. 40x to observe in a zoom way. So here we are using 10x. And then, so I am holding the microscope. This structure is called arm. There are 2 structures. So like a wheel, the upper one is called the rough adjustment. That is called coarse adjustment. Another is called the fine adjustment. So and then the eyepiece. So where we are observing the microscope. So we can't observe in the both eyes. So just you have to hold the microscope and you have to observe. So where we are observing, on that also there is a lens. This is called eyepiece, where we will focus or where we are observing through our eye. Next, body tube. Body tube is connected to the objective lens and the stage. So now this is an instrument. So this instrument is used. So adjustment and observe that we are conducting in our practical classes. So when you come to the school, after that we are conducting practical classes. So using this microscope. Okay, there are 2 activities given to know what is microorganisms. So collect water from pond, lake, etc. Now don't do anything because so you are at home. Be safe at home. So we are conducting in our regular classes all these activity. So in your textbook given there are 2 activity 2.1 and 2.2. Collect moist soil from the pond or any. So and keep in the jar, fill little water, separate and then observe 1 drop of or droplet of water, observe under microscope. That is one activity. Second activity, collect water from a fresh water or maybe a pond, lake, etc. So I have already collected water. So the green structure maybe you are observing a structure. This is the structure what we can observe, a green structure. So inside water, so if you observe a green mat-like structure sometimes, or maybe a floating structure. So during rainy season you will get all this. So if you observe, take a little amount of this. So which are the things we require? Microscope. Mainly we require microscope, glass slide, watch glass, forceps, a needle and a brush. So now what I will do, so I will collect this one organism. I don't know still now what is present in that. So just I will take that. So I will put a drop of water, a droplet. So then, so I will transfer the organism into a glass slide. So then I will set the microscope. So I will set the microscope to focus to the light first, and so first we have to keep the glass slide, that is an here mirror we are using a concave mirror to focus the light. It should focus to on the stage. Then I will keep the slide. So set the 10x lens, 10x lens. So adjust. So not holding like this, you have to keep on the surface or a table or etc. So then you have to observe, then you have to set first. When you observe an organism, then you have to change the fine adjustment. You have to adjust this one, that is called the fine adjustment. You can see clearly the organism. Which organism you can observe? So already I have conducted an experiment. I will add with your lesson. So which are the organisms? So now we have observed under the microscope. So what we can see? We can see the structures like Spirogyra, Chlamydomonas and few. So these are the organisms you can see through the lens. So it is not at all required. Here it is a required microscope, but still, so we can use the lens also. So for that purpose, microorganism. So now if we are observing under the microscope, observe carefully. This is the your lens size and the mirror size. In that there are floating organisms in your microscope. So you can observe the floating structures like Spirogyra and Chlamydomonas and unicellular organisms, and also Euglena, few bacteria present. So they are floating inside the water. Non-stop. These are the structure you have to observe under the microscope. So all these floating structure. So under the microscope we can observe all the organism. This organism is nothing but microorganisms. So let us study the four major groups of microorganism: bacteria, fungi and fungi, protozoa and some algae. So these are under four major groups of microorganism. Then there is a question whether virus is an microorganism. So virus is also an microorganism, but it will not come under this group. It is in the separate group because so when it will so present whenever virus, so till it require one host cell. So it will transport to a body or in any host cell or an organism. So there they will show the effect. So that's why it is separate group viruses. Bacteria, fungi, protozoa and some algae are called four major groups of microorganisms. Let us study a little. So if I absorb water, and pond water, lake water, etc., I can absorb a different shape structure, floating structure. So that is nothing but bacteria. Where we can see bacteria, we can absorb bacteria everywhere. even in the hot condition or maybe in extreme cold, we can absorb bacteria. Some are very essential to human being also, and some are very harmful. So these are the bacteria. So some will get the bacterial diseases. So that's why some are very useful, some are very harmful. So bacteria, floating organism, unicellular. So there is no bound organelle like nucleus. So that's why they are called prokaryotic. Unicellular, single cell is present. There will be no bounded structure. So that's why we are comes under prokaryotic. So that is a bacteria. Next one, what we observe? So that is called the Chlamydomonas, a freshwater organism. So you can observe under the microscope. So that is also Chlamydomonas. It is also comes under microscope. We cannot see through our unaided eye, but we can use the microscope to observe all these wonderful organisms. Next, a ladder-like Spirogyra. A ladder-like, by observing, by conducting experiments, so you have to understand and you have to identify a ladder-like structure with the chlorophyll, that is called the Spirogyra. So this is the Spirogyra. So now I have used the structure. So entire green patches. So you can observe under the slide. So in this a small piece of an organism or the pond water, we can observe the minute organism or extremely small organism, different kinds. Spirogyra is also a microorganism. Amoeba, floating structure. There is no specific shape for amoeba. It is also a microorganism. Now there are the three. So looks is different, like a drawing. So it is different. Whether these are also an organism? Yes, it is a microorganism. Maybe you have seen during rainy season or maybe any season. So if you keep the moist bread, there will be growth of fungus. So on maybe all the leather things, you can absorb the fungus. On maybe the leaves, the decayed leaf, you can see the white color layer or a grey color layer. So all these are called the fungus or the fungi. So these fungi, it is a bread mold. So if you keep moist bread in your kitchen, after few days you can see a moist layer will come. In that layer, a thread-like structure appears with the spore. That is called the bread mold. That is also a fungus. Penicillium, maybe you heard about an injection called penicillin. It's prepared by a microorganism. So on the meat surface or rotten meat, or maybe on the rotten fruit or vegetable, especially on the fruit like lemon, etc., a green fungus will grow. On the surface, the green fungus layer will grow. So after that, after many processes, if you are using that, so it will be used as a medicine. So that is as it is, if I take, it's a danger to my body. So that is called Penicillium aspergillus. So these are whatever diagram you are observing here, we can't see through our unaided eye. We require a structure or an equipment called microscope. So now, where we can observe? So maybe you observe now during rainy season, especially on the dead leaf. So you can observe a thin layer that is called the fungus. Commonly we will say. So this fungus, if you observe the little structure under the microscope, you can see a wonderful organisms like aspergillus. So all these are comes under microscope. Some like virus. Now it is a one disease or maybe one sickness that is called the COVID-19. It's because of a virus. So I said viruses belongs to another group. So virus brings different types of diseases. That is called common cold, influenza, polio, or maybe now at present COVID-19, coronavirus. So from one person to another person it will transmit. So these are the viruses, very dangerous. So some are, according to as I said, some microorganisms are very helpful, some are very dangerous. The next one. So some are like protozoa. So protozoa, for example, Euglena is and Paramecium is called and Protozoa. This will bring different types of diseases. So and then some will bring like cholera, malaria, etc. All these are the diseases. So because of microorganisms, some are very helpful, like so milk turned into an curd because of lactobacillus, a bacteria. So that is also helpful, and some maximum bacteria is present in our body, that is also helpful to our body. So some are very harmful, they bring and dangerous diseases into our body. So all these we are going to study now step by step. So just keep in your mind, microorganisms are very small, extremely small. It requires a special equipment called microscope to observe all the organisms. And some are bacteria divided into, some are fungi, some they are called protozoa, some they are called algae. So these are the four major groups of organism. Again I repeat, bacteria, these three are fungi, algae and protozoa. So these are the groups of microorganisms.